Hi, Coach. Welcome to HSBN Media Days. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having us here.
Great to see you. Please introduce yourself and the player you have here today.
Yeah, my name is Ernie Gonzalez. I'm the head baseball coach at Westminster Academy out of Fort Lauderdale. And right next to me is Calvin Martin. He's a senior, 2025 grad. He's been with us at Westminster since 7th grade, so with me for 7 years.
Wow. So, Coach, this is your 6th year of coaching here at the school. Talk about the makeup of your team. You have 5 returning players, 2 seniors, 9 new players. It's a young team, so tell me what your expectations are for this year.
Yeah, we have nothing to lose this year. We're going to step up to the fight and we're going to prepare ourselves. We've been working hard the last couple of weeks in practice and in the off season in the weight room, and these guys play a lot of travel ball on great teams all around the area. So, you know, they're seasoned, and my 2 seniors, which is Calvin and Jesus Garcia, they're committed to go to college already, so they have big goals in mind, and they know that that the landscape now is much harder than it was even last year, a couple years ago. So we're ready to go. We're ready to fight this year, and we've been working hard, and I'm excited. You know, very blessed to be at Westminster Academy, a great school, you know, all the way from the ground up, and really blessed and honored to be able to put my hat on and say I'm a high school baseball coach in South Florida, because it's so competitive in our, you know, Palm Beach, Broward, and Dade County, and there's a lot of great coaches and a lot of great programs, you know, right in the 954. So I love what I do.
And for you, Calvin, talk to me about the chemistry of the team. What are your guys' feelings for this upcoming season?
I think like we're really put together. We have a special bond, especially knowing that we have a young team, that we need that bond in order to be good, being unselfish, being selfless, helping others, being a leader, stuff like that.
And how do you motivate those younger players to do that?
I think just by being a great role model, showing them how to play the game the right way, things that should and shouldn't be done.
Excellent. And Coach, this is a program that grooms younger kids and better prepares them for varsity baseball. How valuable is it to have a strong overall baseball program like that, to do that so well?
Well, Westminster Academy, I mean, back in the heydays in the early 2000s and before that, when Rich Hoffman was the coach, you know, they established themselves as, you know, one of the top baseball traditional programs in Broward County and South Florida. So I'm just here to continue that, and I want what's best for our school and our team. It's always, you know, about, you know, bleeding navy blue and red and white with us. Calvin has been there with me and with us, you know, for 6 years, you know, on the middle school team, and working his way up to JV, and then he played a big role in 2023 when we made that state Final Four appearance, and we were in the state semifinal, and he was our starting left fielder, and then last year as a junior shortstop, and this year he's going to anchor our team and with Jesus Garcia. And I remember those days. You know, he's a big part of, you know, a big part of Westminster Academy, not only our baseball program but at our school. You know, everybody knows him in the hallway, all the kids, all the other, they know that he's a baller, and he has, this young man, although he's small in stature, he carries, you know, a big stick on the field and a lightning quick speed, great arm, and he has a lot of potential to be a great player as he continues to grow. And he has that, in my opinion, and so do a lot of other of my colleagues. They know that he could possibly play, you know, if all the stars align, maybe some professional baseball down the road in a couple of years if he just gets a little stronger and stuff like that. But he knows what he's got to do. I'm very proud to have him by my side, and I get a little bit emotional with him because we only have like 3 or 4 months left, you know, and he's done, and then it's a whole new thing. So I'm really excited to coach him these last, you know, 3 or 4 months on the field.
And what a beautiful way to speak about him. That makes me feel really good, Calvin. And Coach, you mentioned the state Final Four. With the younger group now, how important is it to share those stories and help inspire them to chase that same dream?
Yeah, I remember on my phone I have a picture with my younger son in Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers with the same jersey on, and it was the 4th inning, and we were up by 3 runs against a powerhouse, you know, Country Day team from Jacksonville, and it was a great experience. Calvin got a hit in that game, I think, and made some big plays in the outfield, and so did Jesus Garcia, you know, and they were sophomores. So, and nobody counted us that year to do anything. You know, we beat a powerhouse Miami Christian team in the playoffs at their place. You know, we had a tough season, you know, just like every team faces adversity throughout the season, and somehow, some way we put it together, and it made all that adversity that we faced during the season, you know, made us stronger as one, and it carried us at the end when it mattered the most.
Mm-hmm. And talk about your schedule. Who are you facing this year? Are there any different teams on the?
Yeah, I mean, since we're younger, scheduling is the hardest part of any coach's job. It's so many moving pieces to scheduling, and with our busy, small, tight-knit school with all the plays and dramas and our basketball team games and softball, it's hard to schedule. So our schedule's still good, I think, and we're going to be tested with our young team, and we're going to be able to hopefully stand up to the fight, every day and ring that bell and get better and better and better, and not worry about the per se outcome, but we're worried about the process, more worried about that and attention to detail in practices. I got a couple good new coaches, Jason Stetner's with us now at Westminster. He's unbelievable. He could be a big time head coach, and I'm blessed to have him right by my side. Todd Hollinsworth too, a former big leaguer, former major league player, rookie of the year for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's taught me so much in the short time we've been together about hitting, which I love. And also Calvin's dad, Marcion Curry, is one of the best assistant baseball coaches that I've ever known. He's great. So we have a tight-knit staff this year, and I'm excited. And I'm excited for this year and also what the future holds too. So hopefully we keep building it at Westminster.
Calvin, coaches like to talk about strength up the middle. You obviously have a background being around coaches, for a long, long time. What can you say about, the leadership qualities of the guy that plays defensively up the middle in terms of keeping the defense together? What's your approach like offensively at the plate? Talk about your skills as a Lions baseball player.
I think my skills are just to know my game. I'm not gonna hit a lot of home runs, but just put a ball in play. Strike out a lot. Defensively, I like the fact that I'm in control of the field, like putting people in position. Like I know what I'm doing. I put trust in all my players, and just be a leader out there.
And Coach Rodriguez, taking into consideration the makeup of this year's team, there's probably as many coaching styles as there are coaches. What is your style like on the field, day in and day out in practice sessions and in games, considering the strengths and weaknesses of the Lions?
Well, yeah, like I was born and raised like in an old school type, blue collar type Hispanic family, and my dad would always work, 60 hours a week. I wouldn't see him much, So I tell all my players, like, they're gonna get coached hard in practices. In practices, all the coaches are gonna push them to be the best that they could be, and off the field too. That's something that I demand for everything. That if they take care of everything off the field in school, in the weight room and doing the stuff that they need to be, when they get on the field, it's a lot easier. And I want the games to be fun, because we're playing a game. We're playing baseball. It's supposed to be fun. If you're not enjoying yourself playing a game, even through the downs of the game, you shouldn't be playing it. So, like with me and Coach Stetner, Coach Hollinsworth, and Coach Curry, we make sure that we're on these kids like white on rice in practice, and then the games are just easier. They're ready to play. The Archbishop McCarthy's, the Calvary Christians, those good programs. That we could, it's baseball. Baseball, anybody can win. You have teams in the big leagues and in college that you didn't expect to make the playoffs, and they're there in the last few teams left standing. So, with this young man here, with the young players that we have some pretty good young players that in the program. So they see Calvin, they see Jesus Garcia, and they see how hard he works in practice. He's the first one there, the last one to leave. He gets extra BP before practice, extra BP after. When we're running, he's always the first one. And, throughout the years, he hits a ground ball to the pitcher, and he's running hard at first. And that you can't teach that. You can't teach hustle. Most kids, when they hit a ground ball to the pitcher, they hit a pop fly in the infield, they put their head down and jog to first, and that's something that I don't allow, I don't want to promote. And he's a big reason that's what we're teaching. And he's mentioned being a leader on the field, and I think he is one. And he leads by not only with how he plays in the games and in practice, he also leads by example, because he never misses a day. He's always at school. He doesn't miss class. He's a great human being.
I was just going to ask, what's it like being a Lions student athlete? Baseball's a long season. It's a grind. You obviously want to play at the next level. You're prepared to play at the next level. What's it like being a Lions student athlete at Westminster?
It's all about time management, to be honest. I know going to school, practice right after school, but as soon as I get home, shower, eat, and then I'm straight to doing my homework. So it's just prioritizing the schoolwork before anything else.
Most definitely. So, Coach, what can we expect from the Lions this season?
Or you're going to get a hard-nosed, gritty, young team that other schools shouldn't take for granted. You know, we lost some good players last year that were, you know, good families, good players, you know, and they transferred out, and I wish them a lot of luck. You know, I didn't want to see them leave, and Calvin didn't want to see them leave, and neither did our school, but it's different nowadays, and we wish them luck. They're good players. You know, hopefully they have success wherever they go, and we're just ready to fight. You know, I've always been an underdog my whole life, and I've never shied away from competition, and that's what my team has been the last few years. You know, we've stepped up to the fight, to the stage, and we're going to leave everything we got on the field, and we're going to control what we can't control. I can't control, you know, other parents talking and coaches talking and kids bouncing and leaving, you know, my school. I can just guarantee them that I'm going to work hard and love them as much as I can and push them to be the best player and that they could be on the field. And I'm excited, you know. I'm excited for our team, for like I said, I'm just blessed to be able to put on a hat, you know, in this baseball-rich, you know, community here with all the great schools, you know, Cardinal Gibbons, Stoneman Douglas, North Broward Prep, all those coaches that are great head coaches, and me just be a part of that fraternity. And I'm looking forward just to continue to grow my skills and my coaching and my leadership skills, and to help these young men, you know, become who they want to be, you know, under God's guidance.
Excellent. Well, we wish you the best for the season. Thank you for being here, and good luck to both of you, and we'll see you on the field soon.
Thank you so much.